right, so this is my violin. It's the violin that I got about, well, not quite a year ago when I started playing violin. Still playing it. As you can see, I got string or tape on somewhat. It's coming off now, but it's helped me out a lot. It's Amazon no-name brand violin, and it's lasted me, but what I'm doing is slowly putting some stuff together. I've replaced the bow that came with it. This is a Carlton Carver bow, which is awesome compared to the one that it came from. The strings that are on the violin are the same ones that were on there almost a year ago, but I'm going to change them today with the D'Addario, that's hard to say, D'Addario Pro Arte, or Arte, as people seem to like to call them on the internet. These are supposed to be great strings, so we'll see. And the things that are on them right now, I found in the case, there is some no-name brand called String Fourth. I have no idea. But anyways, those will just be going in the garbage one way or the other. So what I'll do is I'll do a bit of a before and after, and I will just play a scale and a little bit of a song maybe. So. So I'm going to get to it and we'll see how this thing sounds after, with some strings that are worth almost as much as the violin. Stay tuned. It's the next day because I messed up the E string last night when I put it on late at night, and I was too tired and thought, man, I'm just gonna do it in the morning when I can actually see. So it started out now. They went on pretty easy, a little bit tougher. It's the first time I put on strings on a violin, and it went on easier than I would have expected, but not quite as easy as putting strings on a guitar. But still, it was fairly simple. I think that most of you can handle it. I put on some peg compound onto the pegs as well, because I don't think that this violin had any on it. And so far, it stayed in tune pretty much. I haven't played it yet, so I'm really looking forward to hearing what it sounds like. But just hearing how the strings are when I'm plucking them, it's day and night from what was on there before. So let's try it out. Awesome strings on a cheap violin. Should be interesting. smokes. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but the difference to my ears, it is day and night. The strings, the no-name brand Chinese strings, they had a metallic, tinny sound to them when I was playing it. And this, to me, sounds like there are actual notes coming out of the strings instead of this metallic attempt at it. Very impressed. So there you go. What I would recommend, I didn't know, but what I would recommend, if you get yourself an inexpensive violin, spend the money and get some decent strings on it right away. I mean, we are 2 months away from it being a year that I've been playing, and I should have changed the strings before now. I realized that right as I'm playing it, just the huge difference that some decent strings make. But, you know, I'm pretty happy. I can't even imagine, actually, what is going on in my head is I can't imagine what a good set of strings sound like on an awesome violin. If a good set of strings on a inexpensive violin make it sound so much better, imagine what it sounds like on a good violin, and how much it sounds better if it's a awesome person playing it too. I'm still brand spanking new and learning every day, and I'm just grateful that I started playing violin because it has really improved my life in so many ways. So, expensive strings on a cheap violin, amazing. Thanks a lot.